Yeah, hi everybody, Peter back for yet another video. This is a continuation in my Queen album reviews. So the next album is the 1975 album, A Night at the Opera. I got some notes and we're going to review the album and take you through all the songs and the background behind the album. So here's the album here from 1975, their fourth studio album. And there it is, that white cover there. Very majestic looking cover. Just show you the back there with the songs and so on. So there you have it, that's the album. This is a reissue, by the way. It's not an original or anything. Reissue from probably over 10 years back, I think. Yeah, so there you go. So here, I've got some notes here, so we'll go through the notes and then we'll talk about the album and so on. From 1975, Queen, A Night at the Opera, fourth studio album by the band, released on November 21st, 1975. So you're getting like nearly 50 years in a year or two. It'll be 50 years old. Recorded between August and November of 1975 at various studios in England, Trident and Olympic and other studios. 43 minutes and 8 seconds in length through EMI Records. The album had two singles. It had Bohemian Rhapsody, the famous song, of course, and You're My Best Friend. The video for Bohemian Rhapsody, very groundbreaking at the time, and there was nothing quite like it at the time. And apparently, this album was the very most expensive album to make at that time. So there you go, sort of a groundbreaking album in a lot of ways there. And produced by Roy Thomas Baker. Of course, he's a famous producer, English producer. It's got that Marx Brothers, the title, you know, from the Marx Brothers movies, A Night at the Opera, and then they did that, of course, with A Day at the Races, the next album, which we'll get to later. The album incorporates various styles. You got the hard rock, you got a bit of the prog, you got ballads, you got a little bit of vaudeville, you got old style music. And so, but Queen have always been like that. They've really covered all the gamuts of music. It makes a lot of best album lists, you know, in ranking lists, and so magazine's done a list, and you know, it's always up there. The album reached #1 in Australia, US Billboard #4, UK #1, Canada #2. Well received, basically well received virtually worldwide. Very sophisticated, as Queen are, you know, very sophisticated type of album. Grooves, a little quote from Grooves magazine in the US. They said, sharp operatic interludes, abrupt rhythmic changes, A Night at the Opera device convention and places Queen in the rarefied circle of genuine superstars. And Tony Stewart of NME, New Musical Express, more than anything, A Night at the Opera is a consolidation of the previous album's success. And great songwriting in this album, and musicianship and so on. So there you go. That's a bit of the background of the album. We'll go through the songs now. So I'll take the album back, go through the songs. Death on Two Legs is the opening track, Freddie Mercury song. Really good song. Starts with that piano and you get a bit of guitar in there. Just having a go at management, basically, for ripping them off a certain individual. And you can tell by the lyrics, and there's a lot of bite in the vocal of Freddie because of the content matter of the song. But I really like it. It's a great start to the album. It's a pretty good opening to this album, I think. And yeah, it stands up well to this day, I think, this song. A really good song. Then you get the little playful, Freddie often does this, another Freddie song, Lazy on a Sunday Afternoon. Very playful, but very very bouncy, sort of playful song. Very short song, but catchy. That's the thing. It grabs you in. It's not a drag to listen to or anything. Great song, but it's very short. I must say that, but I like it. Then the Roger Taylor song. Now, I've always liked Roger as I'm in love with my car. I've always liked Roger as a vocalist. He's got a real rock voice. It's not rock as in shouty. It's rock as in it's a quality voice. Um, he's got a good range. He's got a really nice voice, and all the guys in Queen who sang were really good singers, of course. And it's a rock song. It's got a lot of impact in it, got a lot of bite to it, and it's a great song. I love it. I'm loving my car. It's a really great song. Then we get this next song, John Deacon song, You're My Best Friend. This was the second single. There was a time, I think I've said this before, when I couldn't stop playing this song. Like I used to plus have it on ad nauseum, time after time after time. It's virtually a great pop song, which you would call it. It's very much a pop song. It's got that electric piano in it. A great John Deacon. John Deacon wrote some amazing songs for Queen. If you look through the catalogue over the years, they're all there. You can see them. There mightn't be many of them, but if you look, there's little splatterings of John's songwriting in there. And that is a great song. It's just a lovely lament, I think, and it's a great pop song. Yeah, it's very infectious. One of those it grabs you in easily. And then you got 39. This is great again. Very bit acoustic driven too, and Brian's vocals great. You can hear Freddie in the background vocals, and really good song. Now, this next one, Sweet Lady, you would term that, I guess, as hard rock. That's a Brian May song. Very hard rock song. A song I've always really liked, but I wouldn't place it as my in my top 2 or 3 or 4 of the album, if you get what I'm saying. But a good hard rock song, and Queen do hard rock and metal quite well, very well actually. They do it. They're pretty good at all of it, actually. And I consider it a good song. And then to end side 1, Seaside Rendezvous, which is the vaudeville Freddie, the playful and, ragtime, I guess you could call it, vaudeville Freddie. Some people don't like that part of him, but I do. I like most of the tracks that in that vein that Queen do. But it's a really good song. Then we got next the Prophet song. Now this is going back to Queen 1 and 2, like the what do you call it? The prog feel. You get it stretched out. You get a lot of vocalization in it. It's heavy, and it's got that long, as I said, that vocal part in the middle, which is quite long. Song I've always liked. Never been my favorite on the album. A lot of people love this song. I do like it a lot. I think it's pretty good, but it's going back to Queen 1 and 2. There's definitely, this could have fit easily on Queen 1 and 2, this song. As you said, the first 2 albums have got that, a lot of that prog feel, and then the next 2 albums are sort of, they're pulling away from that a bit and going a bit more mainstream, but there's still a couple of songs here and there that have got that that style from the first 2 albums, but a good song. Love of My Life, Freddie song, beautiful ballad, beautifully sung by Freddie, a great vocal. Like I don't have to even say great vocal, Freddie, because it's all good, but a beautiful song, and he's amazing. Freddie was a great performer, a great singer, a great songwriter, and a great musician. He's piano playing. A lot of people said he's quite unique and he's very talented. So there you have it. Good Company, the Brian on vocal. Not one of my favorites, but I think it's good. It fits in well with the album. It's got that sort of a Brian playing the various instruments in it, and I like it, but not my favorite. Bohemian Rhapsody, well, goes without saying, it's a classic. Of course, it's been done with the Deaf. It's like a Stairway to Heaven, I guess, and those sort of songs. Done to death. Everyone's heard it a million times. But when you put it on, you still love it, sort of thing. So that is it is Queen's most famous song. There's no doubt about it. Whether it's your favourite Queen song or not, it is their most famous song. That's just how it is. That's the fact. Great, awesome, love it. Everything about the operatic part, the stability part, the hard rock part, the vocals, everything about it. Love it. God Save the Queen's is just over a minute long instrumental. Nice finish to the album, just an instrumental. God Save the Queen, the anthem, and that's it. So, but you can tell by the way I've talked about it, I'm going to rate this highly. I'll give my ranking out of 10. I can't not give this a 10 out of 10. It's just a superb album. This is a 10 out of 10. My first 10 out of 10 for the Queen albums so far as the fourth studio album. I'll be doing A Day at the Races next. So I'll give this a 10 out of 10, and not much hesitation in doing that either. I'm going to give you my top 3 songs off the album. It won't be very earth-shaking, my choices, because it's a lot of the well-known songs, but here we go. I have to go Bohemian Rhapsody at number 1. Can't go past that as my favourite. You're My Best Friend, because I've got that history with it. I remember I told you there's a time I was playing it. So I got that history with it, so that'll be my number 2. Third choice is a bit more difficult. It's a fight between Love of My Life and 39. I love 39, but the beauty of Love of My Life just gets it for me. So I'm going to go Love of My Life as my number 3. And if I had to pick a fourth, it'd be 39 probably, but there's a few other great ones as well. So very much a landmark album in the Queen discography. It sort of busted them wide open worldwide, basically. I mean, they sort of were, those 2 proggy albums, and they sort of built, in a lot of bands too, they're working towards something. They're building, each album gets a bit better, they're a bit more, they know what they're doing a bit more, so to speak. And you could feel that, and She Heart Attack and the 2 previous albums are sort of pointing towards this album. So that's why, for me, I would give this a 10 out of 10. As you can see, with the previous 3 albums, I think I gave Queen, the first Queen album, 8, and I gave a 9 to Queen 2, 8.5 to She Heart Attack, and a 10 to this album. Now, next I'll be doing A Day at the Races, of course, their 5th album. That won't be too far away, guys. I'll be doing that within it. I'll try and get up as fast as I can. I know the album will well. I won't have to go listening to the thing a few times or anything. So I'll have A Day at the Races up, and I'll continue with the Queen stuff. And any requests, just let me know. But keep watching. It gets a 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10 for me, this one. Keep watching, and I'll be back with many more videos. So in the coming days, I'll continue with the Queen albums. I'll continue with any product I get, I will show, although I haven't got much coming in lately. So there you have it, guys. Subscribe, all those things. Please subscribe. Share the video too with other people to help me get around, get known, more known, so to speak. But I enjoy doing the videos, and I want to see what everyone thinks of this album. Comment everything down below. I'll see you guys again for the next video. It won't be too far away. Bye for now, guys. Bye.